What is up, YouTube? YouTube! This is Mr. King coming at you live. I know it's been a while. I know. I understand. My apologies. I've been very busy passing out laptops to students at Cesar Chavez. So for today's lesson, it's going to be called Wellness Wednesday. So basically, I know that are having a lot of trouble just adjusting to this new pandemic lifestyle, and it has taken a toll on a lot of people, including me. So, to try and combat a lot of the negative feelings and experiences people may be having, we are trying to do this social emotional learning segment called Wellness Wednesday. And the first lesson is basically about strategies that we can do to combat loneliness. So, the article is about how loneliness can have a negative impact on the brain, which is related to biology. Some people may be like, why are we learning about wellness in biology? This is supposed to be a science class and blah, blah, blah. And then to them, I would say, well, sir or ma'am, biology is a study of life, and we are going to be talking about living things like people, and that's a branch of biology. Okay. And then, so for the instructions for today, you're going to be reading this article and answering the questions on the sheet. So, first one is, have you felt isolated? I just want to check in, see how you're doing. And then the second one, I want you to read the article. And then at the end of the article, I want you to chunk the main ideas of the article in 3 to 4 bullet points. So, like, for example, you would say, the number of individuals experiencing blah, blah, blah is blah, blah, blah. And that would be one main idea. Okay. And then I want 3 to 4 of those main ideas in this box. So this article is about loneliness and how it affects the brain. And at the end, we included some tips to help you combat loneliness and to improve your well-being, which I included at the very bottom. And then you're supposed to answer these questions over here. So I asked for personal reflection. Have you had any negative effects of social isolation, or have you noticed one negative effect in a loved one? Can loneliness affect your physical body? You should cite evidence from the article from that one. And according to the article, is texting or FaceTiming better? You may already have some opinions about this, but we do want you to be citing the article to answer that one. And then choose two of the tips listed above in the coming weeks, and explain which one you're going to do and when you're going to do it down below. So, like, for example, here's some of the tips. Would you rather, you can do a combination, but here are the tips. Like, one tip is to have face to face with people from far away. So that would be like making a commitment to video chat a friend every day or a loved one. Or there's 1 minute kindness. So when people are kind to each other, you get a feeling of happiness yourself, even when no one was necessarily nice to you. And that's just because our brains are wired to be rewarded when we are kind to others. And that's another way to be good to yourself, is to be kind to other people. Cultivate your community. So building a connection with friends and family can be hard, but doing it is very rewarding. And then here are a couple other ones. So I want you to pick one of those tips above, and then pick one and then describe how you're going to do it and when. Yep. So that's all you're doing for this article, answering the questions and reading the article. And then part 2 of this lesson is called a biology journaling template. It is going to be a gratitude journal, essentially. So a lot of research has shown that people who have a gratitude journal, who show or write what they're appreciative for every day, actually have a lot more satisfaction with their own lives. So what you're going to be answering a different question every day and then turning it in at the end of the week. So next week, you'll turn in this journal. So for today, just turn in the article. For next week, turn in this biology journal. Before you start, just tell me, I'm okay if my teacher reads my journal, or highlight, I do not want Mr. King to read my journal. The stuff I talk about is too personal, or you're like, oh, I'm okay if Mr. King reads it. That's totally fine. You'll still get credit if you don't want me to read it. I'll just see if it's all complete. Okay. So, like, for example, if your perfect day could contain one thing, what would it be? And then I would answer, I would want music every day because music always makes me happy. That would be my example. And then I want you to have an explanation for each one of these, because I'm expecting 3 to 5 sentences for each journal entry. It's something I want you to get in the habit in every day. Studies have shown that if you're very positive at the end of the day, then you can start off the next day really great. So this is just a good habit I want to get people in, and I'm hoping you can turn this in next week. So what I'm going to do at the end of my videos, I would like to give fun facts. Today's fun fact is going to be about Stockton. Fun fact, Stockton was the first city in California to have a Spanish origin. The name Stockton has Spanish origin, and it was the first city in California to have a Spanish origin name. That's my fun fact about Stockton, and I will see you Thursday. Have a good one, guys. Let me know if you need any help.